Hey everybody, welcome to today's video. I am so freaking pumped. I have some brand new items from BH Cosmetics to test out for you guys. If you are not new to my channel, you know that I have a deep-rooted love for BH Cosmetics, and let me say, I'm just gonna throw this out there, no, this video is not sponsored. These products I did buy with my own money. What I have in front of me is actually part of their holiday collection. I have the Naughty palette as well as the Nice palette. Now, as far as I know, these are really only available through the Ulta website right now. I am assuming that it's going to be maybe an Ulta exclusive. I don't know if this is actually even going to be on the BH Cosmetics website. I'm not 100% certain. All I know is that the only place I was able to pick these two up from was the Ulta website. We're going to play with these two guys right here. Spoiler, one of these palettes like completely blew my mind swatch-wise. The second I started swatching, I got really excited. So with that being said, get cozy, get yourself in the holiday mood. Let's go ahead and play with these super cute holiday palettes from BH Cosmetics. First off, let's talk about the Nice palette. So it says that there are 16 shades. I've seen BH release palettes like this plenty of times before, where you open it up and you see that there's kind of like these little mini pans in here. And I say, hey, as long as I can get my brush in there, I'm not really too concerned with the size. I think it's kind of innovative. It's kind of a unique way to fit a ton of shades into a smaller, more compact palette. Now in this one, you do get a very nice mirror. It is very good quality, I will say that. The swatches on this palette were pretty good. Some of the shades were absolutely gorgeous. I have to be honest with you, I am not as excited for this palette as I am the Naughty palette, and you'll see why in just a moment. These shades are beautiful, don't get me wrong. It's just the way that the shades, the collection of shades are put together in the Naughty palette that just really is extremely impressive to me. So segue into the Naughty palette. Now this is actually the largest BH Cosmetics shadow palette that I own with this size of pans. This is really, really cool. And like I said, can we talk about this color story? It is gorgeous. There are so many different shades in here, and I just have to comment right away that I am extremely impressed with the way that this is laid out. I feel like it is laid out in a way that, despite the fact that there are 30 shades in this palette, I feel like it's pretty easy to create a look. Like this corner up here, these neutrals all go together. These shades right here all go together. These four right here all go together. And then obviously right here, and so on and so on. Like this row would look beautiful. This row right here. I mean, just the way they laid this out was so genius. Let's talk about the swatches, you guys. Holy smokes. I am so shocked that this palette is the price that it is. The mattes in here felt so creamy and buttery smooth. The metallics completely packed a punch. Like I said, there is a reason why I am more excited for this palette. Obviously, this goes outside of the holidays. The shades in here are wearable pretty much at any time of the year. Yes, there are some red tones in here, but I mean, really, especially these purple shades. This is almost like the Too Faced Pumpkin Spice palette on steroids. Like, you've got everything in here. Such a genius collection of shades. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I have no idea what look I want to create because there are so many beautiful options in this palette. Enough chat about that. Let me zoom you guys in. It's definitely time. Let's dig into these palettes. Let's create a look and see if they perform as well as they swatched. I have become so lazy with washing my eyeshadow brushes. Like, look at this. This is an abomination. Please don't get psyched out by it. They are cleaned off technically. I just haven't washed them to get the pigment out. You guys know what I'm saying. I do want to focus primarily on this larger palette because it is what excites me the most. I'm going to keep them both open in front of me just in case I get inspired and want to do something different or dip into this palette as well. But I'm just so drawn to the Naughty palette. It's just, like I said, the shades are just so beautiful. I think what I want to do is really create kind of like a very plum look because I'm so drawn into this shade right here, Santa Baby and Sugar Plum. Those two shades are just very much so calling my name. So we're going to kind of start there and then we'll kind of work our way out. I am going to start with a transition shade. I'm going to go in with Secret Santa right here. I'm going to start with my favorite ColourPop brush. This is the E16. You can get your hands on on the ColourPop, their rose gold brush roll. You need to, especially if you have hooded eyes. The brushes in there are just fantastic. They are some of my favorite. So I picked that up on the brush and we're just gonna start, make sure I don't have any creasing here, working that into the crease just as a transition shade. Oh my goodness, this is so annoying. There is one of those Asian beetles flying around my room. Every year during this time, they just invade my house. Let me know if you guys have this problem. I literally have no clue where the hell they come from, but it's like they huddle in like the corners of my ceiling as if they're hanging on for dear life. It's like they know winter is coming, so they're like, okay guys, this is it, huddle up. This is where we're going for the rest of the winter. But it's so annoying, and they like dive bomb at my head. So if you guys see me like waving around ferociously, that's why. I swear I'm not crazy. I hate bugs. I so hate bugs. All right, so that shade blended out way too easily and was a lot more pigmented than I expected, but that's fine. We're just gonna go with it. So now we're gonna go ahead and dip into this shade right here, Santa Baby. I'm gonna stick with that same brush. I just know I'm gonna love this shade. I'm gonna focus that more so on the outer corner and then working that into the crease. Yes, look how beautiful that is. Oh my goodness, I love shades like this. So gorgeous. I could have even maybe skipped the step of that transition shade. It is what it is. I'm pretty much taking over that entire transition shade. The pigmentation so far is intense. Like I am dipping my brush in one time, tapping it off, and the amount of color payoff is crazy. I think that's why I have such a hard time justifying expensive makeup and super expensive shadows. Well, I know that there can be a difference in like quality of ingredients and everything like that. To me, I wonder how much of a difference there really truly is, because a lot of these brands for the most part are owned by the same company. Look into Estee Lauder, look into L'Oreal. You will be totally shocked at what these brands own. In fact, I'm pretty sure Estee Lauder maybe even owns L'Oreal. I can't even keep track of it, but trust me, just do a quick Google search and even go on Wikipedia and you can see all of the brands that are owned by Estee Lauder. Just for example, Too Faced is owned by Estee Lauder. So look that up. You'll probably be quite shocked. And that's why sometimes I wonder, I'm like, is it even worth it? But nonetheless, I digress. I do want to blend out this. I didn't even go in heavy. The hard part is that I have such little lid space because I have hooded eyes, and the majority of the pigment I lay down has to go in this region. Otherwise, you can't see the shadow. I'm gonna take this Lamora brush right here. This is just simply called a blending brush. I'm gonna dip into, this palette is so big, this shade right here, Sugar Plum. This is another shade that I can just see myself being obsessed with. So pretty, and it blends in so nicely with those other shades. This brush might have been just a little bit too big for what I wanted to do with it. Forgot that I kind of like to do more of like a stippling motion with this brush when I'm doing the outer part of the eye. And I swear that this eye always behaves so much better for me than this one over here. Drives me insane. Have you ever done an eye look and you're looking at it and you're like, what the hell? This looks so crazy right now, and you have to just keep reminding yourself to trust the process. That's kind of where I'm at right now. I think I'm just a bit shocked at the color payoff of some of these shadows. That bug that's been flying around my room just singed itself in my umbrella light. Just wanted to throw that out there. Anyways, these shades are just a lot more intense than what I pictured. So if you get this palette, let me tell you, a little bit goes a long way. I need to figure out what I want to put all over the lid. I'm debating if I want to go with like this purpley pink shade right here, or if I want to go in with this. I think I'm actually going to go in with this shade right here, Cheers. This kind of nude champagne shimmer shade. I think that will look pretty. Oh yeah, I like that. It brightens up the whole look. Just gonna use my finger. I love shades like this. So versatile, looks absolutely stunning. I think I do wanna take this shade right here, Ornaments, and just for shits and gigs, I think I kind of wanna maybe slap this right in the center of the lid. Oh yeah, just to add a bit of dimension because it's almost like this very like iridescent purpley shade. Yes, like it just took this look to like the next level, if you know what I mean. Let's get going on this bottom lash line here, and then we'll kind of work on the inner corner here in just a minute because I do have plans for the inner corner. I think I'm gonna go ahead and just take Santa Baby right here. Sorry, I don't mean to flip you guys off. This little detail brush. There is quite a bit of kick up. It's not too bad, but I do think it has more to do with the fact that these shadows are so pigmented. I almost want to go as far as to say that this is definitely more like a pressed pigment type palette. For that inner corner, I think I actually want to put like a pop of green. I want to use this shade right here, Very Merry. It's like a frosty green shade. I don't know why. I just feel like it would contrast really cool next to the purple. You guys, these shadows are just like kapow. Like you do not need a lot at all. This is dry application and this looks like I'm applying it wet. Before I quit with this look, you guys, should I add a little bit of glitter? Because I feel like this chestnuts shade could work. You know what? Why not? Let's do it. We're doing it. We're going in with the glitter. I'm usually not a glitter person, but we're going to do it. And I'm just going to put some down right here, more towards the outer corner of the eye, and blend that in. Beautiful. That glitter is gorgeous. It's super finely milled and it kind of just stays right where you put it. All right, I think I need to stop before I end up with an insane amount of shadows on my eyes. I'm gonna go ahead and finish up this look. I'm gonna pop on some eyeliner, some mascara, and then I will give you my final thoughts. All right, you guys, so here is the completed look. I think that this turned out beautiful. This palette outperformed my expectations by a long shot, which is crazy because like I said, I always have high expectations for BH Cosmetics. I've really never been disappointed by their eyeshadow formula ever. I really can't remember a time where I've given one of their palettes a truly bad review, but this palette is next level. I don't know what they did different with it, but it is gorgeous. So let's just talk about some key points. This palette is extremely pigmented. If you purchase this, go in with a very light hand. You do not need a lot. You can easily build this up. You might not even need to build it up much, but it is very easy to blend at the same time, which is unique. Sometimes with palettes that are more so on like that pressed pigment type level, they're a little bit harder to blend out. You spend a lot of time trying to get things to look flush and flawless and ombre, but I definitely didn't have any troubles with this palette at all from the shades that I used. Obviously, you guys saw the swatches, Above and Beyond, buttery smooth matte, super dimensional reflective metallics. I do have to say I'm even impressed with the glitter. I am typically not a gal that will reach for glitter often at all, maybe once in a very blue moon, but I absolutely love the glitter in this because it is so finely milled. It is so fine that it doesn't look chunky and it just gives you like that beautiful pop of sheen, sparkle. It really kind of truly embodies like the holidays. It's gorgeous. It's glistening. I absolutely love it. So this palette, I have to give a massive thumbs up. One thing I will say though is when I was putting on my mascara and eyeliner, I did notice the glitter starting to fall just a little bit onto my eyelashes. I didn't use a glitter glue or anything, so I would probably suggest that if you don't want glitter falling down into your lashes and into your eye. I know that goes without saying, but look at me, I didn't use any glitter glue. So my advice would be to do that. This palette, I can't, you guys, this is beautiful. I can see myself reaching for this all year long. It literally has every type of shade that I love in here, from highlight shades, pops of color, to beautiful and very wearable pressed glitters. The balance of mattes and metallics in here is mwah, chef's kiss. I'm gonna say it, perfect. The balance of shades, the color story is perfect. I have zero critiques in that department. I have zero critiques formula-wise. The packaging is super cute. I didn't dip into the Nice palette today, but I still wanted to bring it on because I purchased it. I wanted to show you guys the packaging and how it's swatched in case you were interested in it. So I'm pretty excited to dip into this palette as well. I'll have to keep you guys posted and let you know what I think. Leave me a comment down below and let me know if you picked up any of of these palettes? Did you even know about this release? Leave a comment down below now after seeing this review if you're definitely interested in picking it up or not. I love to hear you guys' thoughts and opinions. Give this video a huge thumbs up if you liked it, share it, and of course, please be sure to subscribe and hit that bell button before you go. Love you guys so much, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Mwah! Love you guys. See you in the next one. Bye!